16 years after the death of the great emperor Marcus Aurelius, the Roman Empire has descended into corruption and tyranny under the rule of the twin emperors Geta and Caracalla. These brothers govern with an iron fist, spreading fear among the citizens and prioritizing their own greed and ambition over the well-being of the empire. They are obsessed with expanding their dominion, waging wars across distant lands, and crushing any who oppose their authority. Amidst this chaos, a hidden heir to the empire lives quietly and anonymously far from the heart of Rome. Lucius Verus Aurelius, grandson of Marcus Aurelius, has spent his life in hiding under the alias Hanno in the serene lands of Numidia. With him is his wife, Arishat, who is his greatest source of strength and happiness. Their peaceful life is violently disrupted when General Acacius, a celebrated war hero and loyal servant of Rome, leads a brutal invasion of their city. In the ensuing carnage, Lucius is captured and enslaved, while Arishat is mercilessly killed before his eyes. Stripped of everything he holds dear, Lucius finds himself thrust into the dark world of slavery, consumed by grief and a desire for vengeance. As part of their cruel entertainment, the Romans force the newly captured slaves into barbaric trials, pitting them against feral baboons to showcase their strength and potential as gladiators. Lucius, driven by his survival instincts and inner rage, defeats a ferocious baboon in a savage fight, earning the grudging respect of Maximus, the calculating and ambitious stable master of the Colosseum. Recognizing Lucius's raw potential, Maximus offers him a grim deal. If Lucius can win enough battles in the arena, he will be granted the opportunity to face General Acacius and avenge his wife's death. Reluctantly, Lucius accepts, seeing this as his only path to justice. Meanwhile, Acacius returns to Rome as a triumphant war hero, greeted with grand celebrations orchestrated by the emperors. Despite his success, Acacius feels disillusioned with the constant warfare and yearns for peace. He pleads with the emperors to allow him time to rest with his wife Lucilla, but his request is denied. Instead, the power-hungry brothers compel him to prepare for their next campaigns against Persia and India. Acacius, bound by duty, reluctantly complies, suppressing his growing frustration. At a lavish banquet hosted by Senator Thrax, the emperors indulge in their usual excesses, showcasing their might through gladiatorial combat. Among the gladiators is Lucius, who, despite his recent enslavement, has already begun to make a name for himself. In a fierce battle, Lucius emerges victorious, drawing the attention of the crowd and the emperors. When Geta interrogates him about his origins, Lucius cryptically recites lines from Virgil, subtly revealing his Roman education and noble heritage while concealing his true identity. In the Colosseum, Lucius channels the spirit of the legendary gladiator Maximus, using strategy, skill, and sheer determination to win fight after fight. His growing fame as a gladiator begins to stir memories and suspicions among those who witness him, including Lucilla, who recognizes him as her long-lost son. Years ago, Lucilla had sent Lucius away to protect him from the deadly political rivalries in Rome. Their reunion, however, is fraught with tension. Lucius, harboring deep resentment, accuses his mother of abandoning him to a life of suffering while she remained in the luxury of Rome. He also blames her for the death of his wife, believing her decisions led to the tragedy. Amidst his struggles in the arena, Lucius finds a friend and ally in Ravi, the gladiator's medic. Ravi, a former gladiator who won his freedom through combat, shares his story with Lucius, offering guidance and support. Ravi introduces Lucius to a hidden shrine dedicated to Maximus, where the gladiators honor his legacy. The shrine holds Maximus's iconic sword and armor, symbols of courage and defiance against tyranny. Inspired by the memory of Maximus, Lucius begins to see his battles as more than a quest for personal revenge. They become a fight for justice and the future of Rome. Behind the scenes, Lucilla conspires with Acacius and Senators Thrax and Gracchus to overthrow the tyrannical emperors and restore the Roman Republic. Acacius, though weary of conflict, agrees to aid Lucius as part of their plan. However, their conspiracy is betrayed by Maximus, who seeks to curry favor with the emperors. Lucilla and Acacius are arrested, and Lucius is forced into a harrowing showdown with Acacius in the arena. Despite their shared animosity, Lucius refuses to kill Acacius, choosing instead to show mercy. This act of defiance enrages the emperors, who order Acacius's execution, sparking unrest among the Roman populace. As tensions rise, Macrinus reveals his true ambitions. Once a slave under Marcus Aurelius, he has nurtured a deep hatred for Rome and its ruling class. Manipulating the unstable Caracalla, Macrinus orchestrates the murder of Geta, plunging the empire into further chaos. Caracalla's erratic behavior escalates as he appoints his pet monkey as consul, prompting the Senate to align with Macrinus in a desperate attempt to restore order. Seizing the moment, Macrinus stages a final spectacle in the Colosseum, pitting Lucius against impossible odds in a bid to eliminate his enemies and solidify his power. Before the climactic battle, Lucilla reveals a life-altering truth to Lucius. He is the son of Maximus, the legendary general and gladiator. She gives him a ring that once belonged to Maximus, a symbol of his rightful legacy. With renewed determination, Lucius sends Ravi to Acacius's loyal legions outside Rome, carrying the ring as a call for aid. Armed with Maximus's sword and armor, Lucius leads the gladiators in a rebellion against their captors, igniting a fierce battle in the Colosseum. In the chaos, Gracchus is killed, Lucilla is fatally wounded, and Macrinus murders Caracalla before fleeing the city. Outside Rome, Macrinus assembles his forces to face Acacius's loyal legions. To prevent further bloodshed, Lucius challenges Macrinus to a duel. Their battle is brutal and intense, culminating in a struggle in a raging river. Drawing strength from memories of his mother's love and Maximus's legacy, Lucius overpowers Macrinus, ending his reign of terror. Declaring his true identity as the heir of Marcus Aurelius and Maximus, Lucius addresses the combined armies, calling for unity and a vision of a Rome built on justice, courage, and compassion. In the aftermath, Lucius returns to the Colosseum, the site of his greatest trials and triumphs, to mourn the loss of his parents and reflect on his journey. With his legacy restored and the empire on the path to renewal, Lucius vows to honor Maximus's dream of a Rome that stands as a beacon of hope and righteousness.